Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I found out last night exactly what Sue believed is true.
So?
Uh, yeah, your Aunt Sue.
Oh,
About the daughter being the nutty one.
yeah,
Now, I don't know this girl from Adam, right?
yeah,
I got a message from her. I've blocked everybody on all the social medias, including my phone.
yeah.
And she goes as far as to go to Ancestry.com to send me a message.
Huh?
And she doesn't want her name in my book. And I just told her flat out. I said, do not ever contact me again. I don't want anything to do with any of you. Leave. I've been accused of doing something I didn't do. Leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't heard from her since.
What
But
is?
I mean, to go to the point to go to Ancestry.com to send me a message, are you kidding me?
What is she? Why does she think she would be in the book? She's nothing to do with you. She's never even met
Uh, exactly. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, I did say in the book, none of you will be named in the book. And that's all I said. I left it at that.
you. Just said none of you have anything to do with my story. Why would I?
I'm not even going into all the bullshit. You know, this is high school drama crap. Are you having a trouble seeing me?
No, I can see you.
All right.
One
This
minute.
is this is high school drama crap, you know? And I'm done with it. I'm done with all of them. I don't want nothing to do with any of them because they're all batshit crazy.
I told you. Told you it was her. She's
I
still
know it's her.
she's still harping on this days later.
Right. It was last night, Wednesday night,
So she
and
finally.
she had to put her 2 cents worth in. But she found me on Ancestry.com, and I don't know how she even did that unless Aunt Sue put her name on the tree.
No, no.
Okay.
You can search for other members if you're a paying member. So
See,
that's
I'm not a paying member. I don't care.
yeah.
But it was just, I mean, how stupid have you got to be? You've never met me. You don't know anything about me, and you're telling me you don't want to be in my book.
Yeah. She's got nothing to do with anything.
Right. She's just one of Doug's love child's daughter. That's all she is. But I just thought it was funny that they were, because I had blocked all of them everywhere, that she had to go as far as to contact me on Ancestry.com.
Are you friends with her on Facebook?
Nope.
So
Believe me, I checked. Brittany Wolf, spelled with an E, I checked.
yeah. Yeah. Well, she has clearly no life.
Ugh, none of them.
Yeah.
None of them.
Told you it wasn't our fault.
Oh, I know it wasn't your fault. I mean,
No,
I never gave you Kristen's name or her phone number. So how the fuck could Sue have given Christian's number to her half sister if I didn't have it and I hadn't given it to you?
that it's sad that you can trust me and my aunt more than your own family.
I could trust a rabid dog more than I could trust my own family.
Oh, that's going in the book.
Now that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta start writing that chapter tonight. I've been just editing and adding.
Right. Well, what's going to be funny is they're actually going to pay for the book just to find out if they're named in the book.
That's right.
That's the funny part.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, put a few dimes in my pocket. I don't care.
I'm hoping I can get Dallas to share it once we put it out. We'll see. I'm hoping. You know,
Right.
that would get a lot of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He helped. We'd get a lot of sales.
Yeah. Well, and I'll put it on both my page and Velvet Knives fan page, and my fans on my page will share it just like they do my jewelry.
Yeah, Lilani Kai. Lilani Kai will put it on her page too.
Uh-huh. Judy will put it on her page. Um,
If I can get, I'm hoping I want to interview Wendy Richter for it too. I'm hoping that we can get that arranged.
yeah, I need to get in touch with her. Let me find out. Um,
Well,
she's been through a lot here recently. Her house burnt to the ground. You know that, right?
yeah.
And Wendy is pretty much just like Velvet. She doesn't want anything to do with wrestling.
Yeah, but she did Dark Side of the Ring, so.
Right. Who did she do Dark Side of the Ring for? Moolah?
Yep.
I'll have to look back and see. I'll have to look at that again.
I want to draw her too after I get done the men I'm doing, but I would like to draw her and send her a picture. So I gotta get a hold of her for that. Maybe
Right.
some of the pictures I've drawn with her. And then
Right. You're breaking up. Even with my earphones on, you're breaking up. What's going on?
let me go get my headphones. 1 minute.
Why don't you just bring them in to start with?
Well, because we haven't needed them the last 2 or 3 times.
No, we have you. You're right.
Well, can you hear me now? Because I was kind of mumbling.
Okay, now I can hear you just fine.
All right, I'm just gonna project then. Okay.
All right.
Get behind.
Ah.
We're standing. No laziness today.
Come on, dude. I've had a bad week. Be sympathetic.
Your mental health and your physical health are 2 separate things.
You number one, boss.
All right, let's reach out, grab the ball. Inhale with resistance. Let's take that ball up in the touchdown.
Ah.
Up your hands down. Turn your palms down. Come thumb to thumb, index finger to index finger in a diamond cutter. Push your index finger and your thumb together tight here. Pull your pinkies wide. Deep breath. Up. Exhale, arms out to a T. Clench this and get native strong.
Strong.
Inhale, shoulders back, chest out, head back. Aho.
Aho.
Shake it out. We're going to do ignition one more time. So feet at distance. Now, I want you to grip your toes into the floor. Really grip them. Flex your
Gotcha.
Check them. Hit them.
Gotcha. Yep.
Glutes. Hit them. Reach out. Grab that imaginary ball. Squeeze those arms. Take a deep breath. Inhale that ball up in the touchdown.
Youch.
Exhale, drop your hands down. Turn your palms down. Come thumb to thumb, index finger to index finger in a diamond cutter. Push those fingers together and pull your pinkies wide. Take it on back. Make it rain. Exhale, arms out. Clench those fists. Get
Native strong.
Inhale, shoulders back, chest out. Aho.
Aho.
Okay. And do a side lean. So feet at distance. Reach out, grab the ball. Inhale the ball up in the touchdown. Exhale, drop the left. Scrape.
Oh.
Really squeeze those sides. Roman Roselle said, melt that butter. Inhale, up. Exhale, drop the right, scrape the left. Deep breath. Exhale, try and reach more. Inhale, take it up. One more time, drop the left, scrape the right. Inhale, take it up. Right, the left. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, drop it down, thumb to thumb, and index finger, diamond. Pull those pinkies wide, take it on back, make it rain. Exhale, arms out to a T. Clench those fists. Get
native strong.
Inhale, shoulders back, chest out. Aho.
Oh.
Okay. Come on. Go ahead in your seat.
All right.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Sorry, Vicky. Stand back up.
I'm gonna smack you.
All right. So, left. Start with our right foot. We're gonna put our right in the front of the chair, front leg of the chair. Put it in the middle of that right foot. Okay. Now,
all right.
If you do this without touching the chair, we only have to do this once. Okay. If you have
Okay.
the chair, we have to do it twice.
Right. I got you.
Reach out, grab the ball. Inhale the ball up in the touchdown. Exhale, arms to your knees. Huddle up. Inhale, hands on bent-legged bar back. Okay, we are weight into our hands here. Pull your shoulder blades together. Pull your belly button to the ground. Try your eyes on the floor so you're not stacked. Breath. Exhale. Run your hands on the back of your calves. Now you're going to find a spot on the back of your legs here that feels like doesn't hurt. Okay? And try and get between your legs.
All right, you're breaking up like crazy now.
Probably because my head's between my legs where yours should be. Go. Hands on your knees. Bar back. Deep breath. Exhale, straighten your legs. Come into stiff-legged. Now you want to try to keep your back flat here and parallel to the floor. Deep breath. On your hands down, your back your legs, then let them hang. Deep breath. If you can, try and grab your elbows here. You're going to be hanging towards the floor, Vicky. Like that. You got it.
All right.
Good job. Roll up, one vertebrae at a time. We're going to come up in we're going to do gimme to the left. Come on the toes of that right foot, reach to the left side. Yeah, there you go. Both hands. Gimme to the right. Good job. Gimme to the left. Gimme to the right. You got this. One last time. Left. Right. Feet flat, hip distance, hands in the sky. Drop them down. Diamond cutter. Take it back. Exhale, arms out to a T. Clench those fists. Get native strong. Inhale, shoulders back, chest out. Aho. Okay, now we can sit. All right. So, our toes and knees are going to be pointed out.
All right, hang on. I got to move back a little bit. All right.
We're going to take that left forearm to the sky. Deep breath. Exhale, we're going to reach it down like we're going to touch the floor. We're going to pull it through to that right hand side. Inhale, hands on your knees, shoulders over hips. Deep breath, right forearm to the sky. Exhale, reach it on down and pull it through. to that
Ah.
side.
Ah.
Inhale. Take it on up.
Ah.
One more time. Left forearm to the sky. Deep breath. Exhale down. Pull it through.
Ah. Ah.
Now take it up. Right forearm to the sky. Deep breath. Exhale. Reach on down. Pull it through.
Ah.
Inhale. Take it up. Now, go ahead. Take that left forearm to the sky. We're going to try and reach the floor this time. Exhale. Let's reach it on down towards the ground.
Ah.
Close as you can. Inhale. Take it up.
Ah.
Right forearm to the sky. On down the ground. Take that left hand to the floor if you can. That might get you better. Deep breath. Take it on up. Fist to hand. We got a 3-second squat here. Deep breath. Stand it up for 3, 2, 1. Right up. Breath. Exhale lower for 3, 2, 1. Okay. Arm to the sky. That's your right. Gotta be.
It is.
Exhale, reach it on down to the ground.
Ah.
Take that right hand to the floor if you can. It's gonna get closer. I'm almost there.
I'm almost flat palmed on the floor with my right hand right now.
Good job. Inhale, fist to hand.
Ah.
Right forearm to the sky. Exhale, reach to the ground. Left hand on the floor if you can.
It's there.
Good job. Inhale. And another 3-second
Ah.
squat. Deep breath. Stand it up for 3, 2, 2. Diamond cutter. Deep breath. Exhale, push it out for 3, 2.
Oh.
Left forearm to the sky. Last set. Exhale, reach it on down to the floor. Inhale. Fist hand. Right forearm to the sky. Exhale on down to the floor. Inhale. Fist to hand. Okay. Last 3-second squat. Deep breath. Exhale up for 3, 2, 3. We're going to walk our feet in a little bit, hip distance. Okay, we're going to reach up in the touchdown. Exhale, pull forward.
Ah.
I love that sound. Inhale, flat back, arms out like wings. Yeah, you got it. Stand it up in the touchdown.
Ah.
And the left. And give me to the right.
Ah.
Give me to the left.
Mm.
And give me to the right.
Ah.
Left.
Mm.
Right.
Ah.
Feet flat, hip distance, deep breath. Exhale, drop your hands down. Come thumb to thumb, index finger to index finger, and a diamond cutter. Pulling those spots, going through play, day on back. Exhale, arms out to a T. Clench those fists. Get negative strong. Inhale, back chest out. Aho.
Oh.
Okay, push up time.
Ah. Hang on.
Yep. You're doing really good with these standing workouts, Vicky.
Ah. All right, so.
Okay, so we're gonna get back a little bit.
Uh huh.
Come on our toes, bro. Best shot. Okay. We're doing what's called an isometric push-up. I know you know what that is. So take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to lower down to the chair for 3, 2. We're going to hold off the chair for 3, 2, 1. Then push up with control for 3, 2, 1. Last. Lower for 2, 2. Hold off the chair for 3, 2, 2. Push up with control for 3, 2, 2. You got one more in you?
We'll only know if we try.
Lower for 3, 2, 3. Hold off the chair for 3, 3. Push up with control for 3, 3. Good job. Standing on up. Good job. Grab the ball. Inhale the ball up in the touchdown. Hey, down. Thumb, index finger to index finger to diamond cutter. Pulling the pinkies wide like we're going to play. Take it on back. Exhale, arms out to a T. Close fist. Get native strong.
Strong.
Inhale, shoulders back. Chest out. Ah-ho.
Oh.
Okay. Lunch time. Not lunchtime, lunchtime.
Oh. I was going to get a piece of pizza out. All right.
Chinese food's my big weakness. I love
I love Chinese food.
it's my favorite. Right?
Give me some honey chicken and some chow mein and a little bit of beef and broccoli, and you got one happy camper here.
Well, there's a really famous Chinese restaurant up here called the Kowloon. John Cena's hangout. That was his hometown. It became famous for bringing in wrestlers. Mick Foley was in Worcester, just beating The Rock for the belt, and he was headed to the. He had a flight out at I don't know. It was really late. I don't know if he was flying out that night or there was a storm and he was stuck in. But it was late.
Right.
And he asked the driver, "Is there any place we can go get something to eat?" And he goes, "I know a place." And he brought him to this restaurant called the Kowloon. And from then on, they brought in all kinds of wrestlers.
Right.
In there, they got Killer Kowalski's autograph. They got all the walls are decorated. The Rock's, The Rock's been there. Everybody's been there.
Right.
So, I have to get you there one day. Okay.
Yeah.
So, we're going to start on the left side. Are you on your right? Stay on your right. Stay on your right.
I'm on my right. Okay.
Okay. Front leg, middle of your right foot. Okay. Grab that ball. Inhale the ball up in the touchdown. Exhale, forearms to your knees, huddle up. Inhale, hands on your knees. Bent leg far back. Goes to the chair. Right foot goes back. Okay, make sure we're curling those toes, Vicky. Very important. Curl those toes.
I got it.
We're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to step off that back foot. Bring our feet together. Stand it up. Reach out, grab the ball. Inhale the ball, touchdown. Exhale, forearms to your knees, huddle up. Inhale, hands on your knees. Bent legged bar back. Right hand goes to the chair. Go straight back. Curl those toes. Heel to the air. Deep breath. There for 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Kick off that back foot. Feet together. Stand up. Reach out, grab the ball. Inhale that ball up in the touchdown. Exhale, forearms to your knees, huddle up. Hands on your knees, bent legged bar back. Right hand to the chair. Right foot straight back. Deep breath. I'm going to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick them together. Okay. Reach out, grab the ball. Oops. Inhale up in the touchdown. Exhale, drop your hands down. Come thumb to thumb, index finger to diamond. Pull those pinkies wide like you're going through clay. Take it on back. Exhale, arms up to a T. Clench those fists. Get native straw. Shoulders back, chest out. Aho.
Aho.
Chair to the other side. We're
All right.
this.
This thing is.
I might need to think of something else to kick your ass.
Believe me, I'm sweating already.
Well, good. That's the idea. Okay. All right, that front leg of that chair is in the middle of your left foot. Reach out, grab the ball. Ball up in the touchdown. Exhale, forearms to your knees, held up. Inhale, hands on your knees, bent like a bar back. Left hand to the chair. Left foot straight back. Okay. We're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it up. Get it up. Reach out, grab the ball. Inhale the ball up and touchdown. Exhale. Forearms to knees. Hands on your knees, bent like a bar back. Left hand to the chair. Left foot straight back. Deep breath. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Kick off that back foot. Feet together. Roll it up. Reach out, grab the ball. Inhale that ball up in the touchdown. Exhale, forearms, knees huddle up. Now hands on your knees, bent like a bar back. Hand to the chair. Left foot straight back. Get a 10-seconder. No. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick off that back foot. Get out. Take it on up. Drop it down. Diamond cutter. Inhale, take it back. Rain. Exhale, arms out to a T. Clench those fists. Get native. Inhale, shoulders back, chest up. Aho.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna knee droppers.
I gotta sit down for a minute.
Yep, grab some water.
Ah.
What, you getting tired?
Huh?
Getting tired?
Do I what?
Are you getting tired?
Yeah, just a little bit, but that's all right. I haven't slept much the last few days.
Yeah. Well,
You know, 3 or 4 hours a night, and that's taking my meds too. But I've taken care of it. I just got to get used to it now.
well,
The only thing I've really lost is a phone call once a year when she calls me when she's got a buzz.
yeah, well, that's what caused this whole problem in the first place, I believe.
I don't know what caused this problem. I mean, I'm not even going to try to figure it out.
Oh, it was definitely the niece, a combination of the niece, late night drinking, and that's just what happens when people start drinking at night and start talking. They make it up.
Well, I just want to know where they got the idea that I had given Sandra Kristen's number, or you guys had given it. You know, who told them that? There's only one person who could have. That was Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who doesn't even know me.
That's right.
Looking to start shit, that's all.
That's right.
High school drama club. And I'm not talking about acting.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe the Sandra lady's not the one who's crazy. Maybe it's that Brittany girl.
Right. Well, like I said, give me a couple of days to get my head on straight, and then I'll get her phone number. Kristen has done a lot to help me.
Yeah.
Other than she wouldn't let me when I was homeless, living in rest areas. I couldn't come to her house because I had the dogs, even though I was going to sleep out in their RV. You know, I mean, but she did get my stuff put into, boxes, the big U-Haul wooden boxes, and got it down here for me.
Why?
But I
Why?
also, when I was going through my stuff, I gave her an $299 air conditioner that had been used for 3 days, and I gave her a brand new Lowe's 10 by 10 storage unit, which was $400. So they got $600 worth of stuff for spending 6 hours putting my stuff in boxes. So, you know, they didn't do it for free. So,
Why were you homeless?
because I couldn't find when I left my sister's, I was gonna get a house in Pasco, and then a so-called friend of mine said, "No, come on up to Portland. You can stay with us until you find a place." And then one day it was like, "All right, you got to be out at the end of the week." So I started, I had already been looking. I had contacted um, DHS, all of that, trying to find a place. But most places in Portland, now understand, I only bring in $1,480 a month. A studio with no appliances was $1,600, and then another $100 per dog per month. And I ended up one day, I didn't have any place to go, couldn't afford a motel room. And I said, all right, well, we'll do this. And I went, and on my way, I couldn't figure out where I was going to stay, because staying in Portland at night is not a good thing.
Hmm.
Um, and when you're talking about the homeless in Portland, you're talking about when you see a homeless family, I mean a family. Grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, the kids. And there were encampments that were 5 acres big. And you don't want to be around those encampments at night by yourself.
Yeah.
So I just, I said, all right, and I was driving, and I saw this. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, so I was driving as far away from Portland as I could get, because I thought the further I get away from Portland, the cheaper things are going to be. Well, that's not the fact. Things were just as expensive in a rural town as they were in the city of Portland. And I ended up, the first night I was with my dogs in the car, I went up to the Flying J truck stop. They had free Wi-Fi, and it just started a cycle. You go to this rest area, you sleep there overnight, get up, get my Coleman stove out of the trunk, go to the. I have already gone to the grocery store to bring something, be it only a can of soup, but I had pots and pans. And then one day I was sitting there, and Greg Gagne calls me and tells me, "Oh, we want to make an action figure out of you." And I'm sitting there going, how ironic is it? I'm sitting here sleeping in my car in a rest area, and somebody wants to make an action figure out of me. Now, how ironic is that? And then one day I called my son, and he sent me a couple of websites for apartments down here. And I started looking, and then I was going to take all my stuff with me and tow my car, which I'm glad didn't happen, because good old GPS sent me down the, oh, what is it called? Oh, the Great Divide. Have you ever been there?
Oh.
Oh my God. I was doing 45 miles an hour because the curves and the slope were so big. And but I made it to Oklahoma City, and I started calling places like Expedia and all that, and I found a motel that would charge me $1,300 a month, but it had a stove, a refrigerator, a TV, all of that in it. And I stayed there for 2 months, and I had went to see somewhere between 50 and 20 houses that were in my price range.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I said pit bull, done. Phone hung up, would not answer my calls. And I'm sitting there one night, and I've had these dogs since they were babies.
Mm.
I mean, I've had them 8 years at that time. It was 2021. December of 2021, as a matter of fact. And I was sitting there and I was crying. Because, I mean, those dogs is what's kept me alive. And I said, and I had been out to all these websites, and then something just clicked in my brain, and I hit Marketplace. And the first listing was my landlord listing this trailer for $550 a month. And I called him. He had listed it literally 10 minutes before I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him that, I told him the situation. I said, look, I've got 2 pit bulls. Every time I talk to a landlord, they don't want any pit bulls in their place. I mean, you could have 15 chihuahuas, but not one pit bull. And we came in. The guy that lived here before I got here was supposed to have cleaned it up, and the place was a mess. And I took a week to clean it up, and I've been here ever since. I mean, I've lost nothing in Washington. I mean, and especially now, I've truly lost nothing.
When did
Sometimes
the dogs die?
Shadow died 2023. I want to say end of August, beginning of September.
Mm.
And then this last year is when I had been trying to keep Sunny, but she was peeing on herself in this sleep. She was pooping on herself. She was having seizures. And I looked at her one day, and I feed my animals good. And she was nothing but skin and bone. And I called George. I said, George, do you know of a vet who will come out here and put Sunny down for me? And within, I'd say 30 minutes at most, George was here. He had called me and said the vet's on her way. Then George pulled in. He's got a shovel and he starts digging a hole for Sonny. And I don't mean a 4-foot hole. He dug a deep hole because we've got predators out here.
Yeah.
And I asked him, and the vet was there, and I had Sonny's head in my lap.
Probably had cancer. Pit bulls get cancer.
Yeah, well, I think by the way Shadow was acting, he had cancer too, because he'd be standing there, and all of a sudden he'd get that 10-mile gaze. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she had her head on my lap when she went to sleep. And I asked George, I said, how much do I owe the vet? And he handed me an envelope. He said, give this to the vet. I said, okay, how much do I owe the vet? He said, it's taken care of.
Who's George?
George Kelly. He's my landlord.
Oh, that's nice.
And how I got in this place is his wife, Aya. She's, I want to say she's Filipino. But anyway, she's Asian descent. And she was a dog rescuer. So he had the contract in his hand when I came to rent this place. And he told me how much I owed him. I said, you mean it's mine? I said, yes. I said, can I give you a hug? Because the night before, I thought I was going to have to get rid of Shadow and Sonny. And the only person they've ever known, other than the people they were with the first 6 months of their lives, is me. You know, and I got them back in 2011 and 2012. You know, so we're talking, these dogs were with me their whole lives. And I don't know what would have happened if I know it would have killed me to have to give them up. But they got with me and they had a good life.
Yeah, pit bulls don't live that old. My Shih Tzu, no. I lost 2 of them. I had 3 Shih Tzus. I lost 2 of them in the last year ago.
Right. Well, hybrids. Yeah.
6 months of each other, and then I got
wow. Turn your face towards the computer. I can't hear you. You're mumbling.
One left. We lost. One was they were only. Our youngest one died first, which was weird. She was a girl, but she had an oversized heart, and it got so big where she couldn't breathe.
Right.
And so she had a lot of liquid around it.
Right. Basically, congestive heart failure.
Yeah, so they give her a shot and it would let it all go, and they're like, "You're just going to be back in a couple of days. It's going to happen." And then eventually what's going to happen is she's going to have a heart attack.
And the kids didn't need to see that.
Yeah, we had to put it in, because that happened to my mom's dog 6 months before or so.
Wow.
We've got your knee droppers and we're done. Are you ready?
To do what?
Knee droppers.
Knee droppers.
Yeah.
Explain yourself, Lucy.
You know what we're doing.
Oh, goody. Yeah, I got to get my towel out.
Last thing.
All right.
Start on that left side.
Start on the left side? All right.
Okay. Now remember what I told you, okay? We're not pushing our knee forward, okay?
Right.
This knee doesn't do anything. Just the back knee, down and up, okay?
Okay.
You're on your right side, so I'll move.
All right, I am. You're right.
You dyslexic?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I actually, in order to remember which is my right hand, I have to go up and try to write my name. Oh, that's it. That's the one that works.
Alice is dyslexic too. All right. So reach out, grab the ball. Inhale the ball up and touchdown. Forearms to your knees, huddle up. Hands on your knees, bent like a bar back. Right hand to the chair. Right foot straight back. Okay. Deep breath. Lower.
Woo!
Look at that. Take it on up. That's one. That looks good. Lower.
Mm.
Take it up. 2, 1. Lower. 3. We're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it forward. Reach out, grab the ball. Inhale the ball up in the touchdown. And hands down, palms down, thumb to thumb. Index finger in the diamond cutter. Inhale, back. Exhale, arms out to a T. Clench your fist. Getting froggy. Get native strong. Inhale, shoulders back, chest out. Aho.
Aho!
Other side, we're done.
All right, we're going the other side now. All right.
That was pretty easy, that side.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. I mean, I could feel it, but it wasn't bad.
Well, it'll be easier next time. Okay.
Right.
Reach out, grab the ball. And once it gets too easy, we're going to do 5. Inhale, take it up. Just telling you what's coming. Forearms to your knees, huddle up. Hands on your knees, bent like a bar back. Left hand to the chair. Left foot back. Okay, deep breath. Lower straight down. This is the one, I know. Inhale, take it up. 1. Lower straight down. Inhale, take it up. 2. Try and keep this front knee. Don't move it. Lower straight down. It'll be a lot easier if you don't move it. Take it up. 3. Job. Feet together. Out, grab the ball. Last diamond cutter of the day. Inhale, take it up. Drop it down. Inhale, take it back. Make it rain. Exhale, arms out to a T. Clench those fists. Get native strong. Inhale.
All right.
Back, chest out. Aho.
Aho.
Good job. The throat
All
starts
right.
sideways.
Ouch.
Did a good job today, Vicky. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Well, I told you I'd be here.
Yeah, you promised.
Well, and I don't make promises. If I don't keep a promise, I'm either dead or in the hospital.
I'm gonna make you promise every time now.
No. Ouch. Damn it. I just bent over and ran the chair top under my t-shirt.
Oh, you even wore your teeth for me today.
Well, kind of, sort of. I had pizza for lunch.
Oh, so you're serious about being able to take out a piece of pizza.
I buy that extra large pizza from Walmart. And cut it into 8 pieces, and I put 2 pieces each in a freezer bag. And I get a lot of people. I get 4 meals for $11. But see, I don't eat it that often. But when I get a craving for pizza, either I get it, either I take care of it, or I'll eat myself out of house and home, trying to cure that craving.
Yeah.
Well, I've learned if your body's craving something, there's a reason for it. Unless it's crack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah. Ah. Oh shit.
So you lived with your husband Jack? That was in Oregon, or?
No, I lived in. I met my husband John, my first husband. I met him within a week of me. The other time I was homeless was when I left Lillian's, and I met him. I went to a bar and bought a beer, and I met my first husband there in South Carolina, and I met Jack in Virginia
Virginia,
at a biker's wedding.
yeah.
Um, we both hung around the same people and the same crew, but we never met each other somehow. And it was at this wedding, and I was in one of my stages where I was doing nothing but going to work, getting off work, and I had my son at the store with me. And I'm driving down the road on the way home, and Red happens to be her name. And we're driving down, she's coming one way, I'm coming the other. And she screams out the side of the truck, "I'm getting married tonight, and your ass better be there." So I said, all right. And I knew where she lived, so I went there. And, a typical biker's wedding. She walked up in between 20 bikes on each side, and there was about 200 people there. And she actually showed me in her video where there's this big crowd, and all of a sudden you see Jack come around this side, and I'm coming around this side, and when our eyes met, we both jumped back like we'd been hit with an electrical shock. And from that moment forward, we were joined at the hip. I mean, we had issues. Every marriage has issues. Anybody who says they don't have issues, they're lying. And we actually split up for 5 months. But when we got back together, we sat down and did something we hadn't done. We got together in May of '98. May 18th of '98 is when I first met, the first day I met him. And we split up. He moved out on August 28th. And then in January, we started pulling this high school bullshit. He called me and said, "Oh, well, you still got this." I said, "No, I don't. And by the way, you took this." And he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing the same thing you're doing. I'm getting drunk, celebrating your birthday." And before we hung up on each other 4 or 5 times, I ended up at his place that night. And the next morning, I woke up, and he was out making coffee, and we sat down at the table. I said, "All right, what are we doing?" I said, "Because if this is going anywhere, I've got somebody I've got to tell." And he said, "So do I." And he said, "Before we decide anything," and he laid this miniature cassette recorder on the table, "I want you to listen to this." And before I finished listening to that tape, I was crying crocodile tears. Because, and my favorite drink used to be, Salty Dog. Grapefruit vodka and a salty rim. And in this tape, you can hear me and him talking. I'm all lovey-dovey, everything's fine. And then out of nowhere, just like somebody flipped a switch, I turned into the bitch from hell. For no reason whatsoever, I started calling him every name you could think of. And that went on for about 30 minutes. And then all of a sudden, just like somebody flipped a switch, I was right back to where I was the first 15 minutes. And he came in the door and I was crying because of any of the men that I've met. Jack did not deserve to be treated that way. And he said, so what are we going to do? I said, that it's simple. I quit drinking as of today. He said, no, Vicky. He said, when you drink brown liquor, you're fine. But every time you drink white liquor or clear liquor, this is what happens. And that was January 14th, 2001. I have not had a drink of vodka since that day. Because I made him a promise I would never drink vodka again. And whether he's on this earth or not, a promise is still a promise. So.
Interesting. Now,
oh, shut up. I knew by your eyes this shit was coming up. Don't even.
I mean, we could make a promise right now. You quit smoking cigarettes, and a promise is a promise, Vicky.
Yeah, I ain't making no promises right now.
I'm gonna make.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Before I quit smoking, I'm gonna quit drinking.
Well,
because when I drink, that's when I smoke the hardest. Yes. And there's no sense in me quitting cigarettes and then drinking and ended up smoking. So I've got to do it in a certain order. I'm not exactly ready to do any of that yet.
Well, I mean, the fact that you're talking about it right now, and you've been thinking about it.
Well, see, I quit drinking for 3 years.
Yeah.
The day that and this is the stupid part. Me and my ex-husband, and when I say ex, I mean my first husband. Jack is still my husband. Whether he's dead or not, he's still my husband. And I remember this. We're standing out on the back porch, leaning up against the railing, and I used to love Amaretto di Serrano too. Now it's too damn sweet. And I'm sitting there with a glass of Amaretto over ice, and I've got a pregnancy test in my hand, and I'm, waiting for it to turn positive. Now, how stupid is that? But when that pink cross come up, I looked at John and my ex, and I said, it's like this. You want to drink? You drink somewhere else. No more liquor in this house. And in fact, I quit drinking for 4 years because I quit drinking when I was 6 weeks pregnant with John. And I didn't drink. I didn't even have a beer till John was 4 years old. He might have been a little older, and he was spending the night with my girlfriend and her boys. He's spending the weekend. And I said, well, you ain't had a drink, have a drink. And that same day, I got my divorce papers in the mail, that my divorce was final. So me and Tammy Wynette had a sing-along, and I had some wine that was quite expensive, I found out. I actually drank a $1,000 bottle of wine one time. It wasn't that good. It definitely wasn't worth $1,000, but I found out afterwards. But And that's when I started drinking again. But I wouldn't drink while John was home with me. He either had to be over at Dana's with her boys or down at his dad's house for the summer. I wouldn't drink with him in the house. I just,
How,
I
how come
don't
you're wearing a
necessarily,
wedding ring?
huh?
Why don't you wear your wedding ring?
Because I gave my wedding ring to my daughter-in-law.
Oh, the one that your son got back.
Yes, thank God. I gave my engagement ring and my wedding ring, which was my grandmother's wedding ring. Jack found my engagement ring, and I had told him, "Don't you go buy no brand new ring. Don't you spend all that money." I said, "You go to the pawn shop or whatever." Well, we were unloading a trailer one day, and I didn't find this out until after we got married. And I had set a box out to be at the trash, and he happened to lift one of the flaps on the box, and there was this ruby and diamond ring under the flap of the box. So he just put it in his pocket. So I got my engagement ring out of the trash.
Well,
Oh, and he didn't tell me for a while, and and I think he was worried I'd get mad, and I started laughing, and he looked at me. I said, "You did exactly what I told you to do. Don't go and spend a bunch of money on a damn ring." You know, my engagement ring came out of the trash.
that's funny.
He was a good man.
Now, last question of the night.
Okay.
Your family tree
Uh-huh.
is Doug listed as Doug Otis.
Yes.
So he changed his name to Doug Monahan later.
I don't know that he's going by Monahan now. I thought he was still going by Doug Otis.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because she was still married to Doug or married to Lee when Doug was born.
Yeah.
You're tired, aren't you, bud?
I got up, me. I get up at the ass crack of dawn and go to the gym. And
Yeah, even the birds, the early birds are looking down, going, "Where's that dumb fuck going?"
yeah. And I get tomorrow, and then tomorrow night I'm going up to my trailer, and then because this is funny. So at our trailer park, you don't go to your trailer for 30 days. They consider it abandoned.
Oh, are you kidding me? Even if you're paying the rent on it, they consider it abandoned?
Paid the full seasonal fee. They can consider it abandoned and pull it out. But the
You
place,
need to find.
it's beautiful.
Okay, I got you. You're willing to put up with it. How far is the trailer from the house?
An hour. So we
Oh
got,
shit, that's what. Yeah.
four pools,
Oh wow.
clubs, and then basketball courts, soccer field. They've got a little like cafe restaurant.
Right. It sounds like you said, 10 pools. That's
5 pools.
that's a, 5 pools. Still, that's a lot of pools.
Yeah, and then they got water slide, two water slide, big ones, and then they've got they have these pavilions and they have live music on the weekends.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then in the morning,
Nice.
like they have weekend activities. They play like bingo and what's the one Emily likes? The board with the pegs. It's the
The boy with the
board with the pegs. What the hell is that called?
cribbage.
Yes.
Cribbage. It's
Yeah.
cribbage. Believe me, I know it.
They do. Emily loves cribbage.
I used to play with my granddad. My granddad taught me how to play. I couldn't tell you how to play now. I'd have to read up on it again, but it was nothing for us to sit there and play 2, 3 games of cribbage on Saturday or Sunday while we were watching TV.
That's what my wife goes and does with her grandmother. She goes plays cribbage. She loves.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's just a beautiful park. And then like at night, it's like everybody's got their lights up in the trees, and it's really beautiful there. And it was at our last trailer park. We didn't have anything because we were in Wells, Maine. You know, like the beach.
Oh,
It's real expensive there, you know. But
right.
trailer park, we had a residential size pool, one of them for 50 sites, and a swing set, and one it had 3 swings and one was broken. That was it.
Oh God.
And he went up $2,500 on the seasonal fee in 2 years.
Oh hell no.
And he was about to go up another $500. And I messaged him because what he did was he bought some property in front of us, and he wanted to put 30 more sites in. He said he was going to build a new pool. He was going to make bocce courts or whatever, and he was going to do all this stuff. What he didn't know is that Wells, Maine was not approving any more seasonal sites, because if you've ever been up to Maine, it's Wells is kind of in the middle. If you go to the right, you got Algonquin in York, and if you go to the left, you get Kennebunk, and then it goes up to Old Orchard. And so Route 1 is the road that they're all on. So you get to Algonquin, the town next to you. 25 minutes to drive 2 miles because the traffic is so backed up. So because
that's what
busy road, they didn't want any more seasonal sites. So he went to go get approved for his sites, and he got shut down. Now he still had to pay for all this land, so he just passed it along to all of us, and we said, "Fuck you." We went and found a new place. My wife did it,
and it was better.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave at first because the gay guy I sent you the picture of. And he was my neighbor up there, and we're like best friends. I didn't want to, but finally, Emily goes, just come look at this. Just come look at this place."
She struck out on her own.
I went and looked at it, and I was like, yeah, let's go. And charges $500 to store for the winter, to leave our trailer there for the winter. This guy would make us pay $1,500. You know, to keep it there.
So it's 10 times a better site, and it's 2/3 cheaper.
It was so it's about $1,000 cheaper. And it's just the park is way better. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're like,
but it's still cheaper and better.
Oh yeah. And we don't, we can wait until we get our taxes back to pay the bulk of the fee. You know what I mean? So that's, we would have to scramble to come up with $1,500 for that guy.
Right. Right.
$500, no problem. I can come up with $500 easy. But $1,500.
Yeah, but 15, I don't care who you are, unless you've got the name Hunt behind you or Coke behind you. You can't just go, here's $1,500.
Do you hear about the whole thing with Jimmy Kimmel getting fired?
I heard he was quote unquote let go.
Yeah.
That they were not going to come back with the Tonight Show.
But he got fired.
For what?
Making comments about Charlie Kirk.
Oh.
So then I'm listening, and Donald Trump comes up, and he's talking. He goes, Jimmy Kimmel's not talented. He goes, Jimmy Kimmel should have been fired a long time ago. He's like, it was so funny. It was like, he's like, he's never been talented, never will be talented. It was like, oh my god, Trump is such a dink. It,
That's funny.
oh, he is funny. It was like, you know, but
He Kimmel made bad comments against Charlie Kirk, and the man was murdered in front of all these people.
he said what he said was that MAGA is trying to do anything they can to say that this shooter isn't MAGA. When in fact, his family was Republican. They were Latter-day Saints,
Okay.
but he was dating a transgender. And as
Okay.
you know about the Mormon faith and the Latter-day Saints, homosexuality is not a thing.
Right.
And dating transgender certainly is not a thing.
Wow.
So he hated Charlie Kirk. So that tells you that he had to have been liberal, and to date a transgender, it's a liberal thing. It's it's not. Republicans tend to be religious,
Right.
family oriented people. Sometimes
Right.
fanatically religious, especially when you talk Mormons and Latter-day Saints.
Oh God. You
They
don't have to tell me that.
and he was actually a pastor, his father. So that adds a whole nother level. And
Right.
he worked at Brigham BYU.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
He
so
worked at the university?
yeah, that's like full in, deep end of the pool. You don't get any more Latter-day Saint than that.
No.
And
No, you don't.
there's no way you're gonna sit here and say this kid was MAGA and dating a transgender. It just doesn't.
Right.
Those two things don't coincide.
No, they don't. Not at all.
And
Not at all.
but have you listened to any of Charlie Kirk's stuff?
No, I really haven't. I can say I honestly have not.
Look at some of
I
it. I
I know he's the one that sits at the table and has the sign up change my mind, and I always wondered who that was, and I didn't find out until he got murdered that it was him.
so
But he could have an honest debate with you without hate. Now the other things I found is he encouraged conversation. He
he did, but
encouraged
very respectful though. Like if you watch these,
right.
I mean, the worst thing he would say to people would be like, "Give me the definition of a woman," and nobody could ever do it.
I actually saw that. I actually saw that video.
Yeah, because if they did it and they had to use the word, the words, vagina and all this, then clearly, it's, I mean, he was just trying to get them to say, biologically what a woman is. It's not what your mind, you just can't say I'm a woman. And that's what he was basically saying. And, it's just, it's his opinion. And, and one of the best ones I've seen is there was this boy who wanted to become a girl, and she went to him. She goes, "Well," he goes, "What's your advice to me?" As far as because I've seen a lot of mixed things on the hormones and the surgeries, and then he said,
Right.
"Well, I think you need to either go to a psychiatrist or find God and really figure out who you are before you make any decisions."
I think that's smart. I think that's very smart.
And the person understood and said, "Yeah, I think I'm going to do that." You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
You need to work
and
with it.
as Well, see, this transgender thing has gotten out of line, and don't get me wrong, I've got friends who are transgender, but when when you're dressed like a woman and somebody calls you ma'am, why are you getting upset? Why are you saying, don't put a label on me? You know, I mean, this whole thing is when people are having their 8-year-old children on hormone blockers. How many times did you change your mind about things in your life from the age of 8 till the age of 30?
Oh, he made a point about that you know you shouldn't not until you're 16 years old should you be putting any of that in your body because your body's still developing, and it impedes the development of your body.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
So he said, you know, he goes baseline 16 years old before you even think.
right, right.
You know,
And then you need to go to a psychiatrist because, see, in Virginia, uh, one of my friends who was transgender, they were getting ready to do the operation. You know, chop it off, make a hole there. But they were required by their doctor who was willing to perform the operation. They were required to go to a psychiatrist for at least 6 months before he would even consider doing anything.
mm,
And I've seen, there's two people now I've seen. One was male, transgender to female, and then they decided they didn't want to be a female. Now they want to be a male again.
that's happened a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and I directly blame it on the fact that they didn't. Nobody had them stand there and look in the mirror, you know, a psychological mirror, and figure out who they really are. Are do I want to be a woman or am I gay? You know, am I confused? What? You know, and I agree. That's one thing I agree with. You need to at least before you get that operation, before they give you your boobies and all that, you need to go talk to a therapist.
All right. Well, I gotta go up, but you should look up. You should look up what Trump said about Kimmel. The way he puts it, I mean, I can't even shine a light on it. You gotta see his face, the way he delivers it. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure he Trump is hilarious.
Yeah,
Trump is,
He
you know, I
did
used
great
to,
on Howard Stern.
right?
Oh, he's so.
All right, I've got to go out and turn off my sprinkler water because I forgot to do it before we started training. Get yourself some rest.
Yeah, you did great tonight. Take care, Vicky.
All right. Good night, dear.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.